Hello and welcome back to the channel.
In this video, we'll talk about the story behind our song, An Exercise in Futility.
I'm Mark.
I'm Justin.
And we're My Loving Tiger.
We started this band 17 years ago. Now we're back.
To revisit, re-record, and re-release every song we've ever written.
So come and join us.
So what is this song about?
This song is about when you go to sleep at night, your subconscious becomes alive and undoes all the things you did during the day.
So is it about a particular character, or this is about you?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
No. So again, this is a song from 2007, 2008. And I was trying to think back, where was the original inspiration for the song? And I think it was the movie Dark City.
Which I don't know if I saw. If I did, it was a very long time ago.
It came out in late 90s, 97, 98. It actually came out before The Matrix, but I think was in production at the same time as The Matrix. Mm-hmm. And they're very similar in their ideas and almost their look too. It's sort of this noir, but also
were people wearing a lot of trench coats? I feel like they're running around.
Yeah,
so rain.
Yeah,
I think I have seen this
the same thing. Yeah, so the idea is these people live in the city. When they go to sleep at night, these men in black trench coats and hats come out and they change the whole city. Mm-hmm. And change people's storylines and what they're doing or who they're with. And then there's one guy who doesn't fall asleep.
Okay.
And then he starts seeing all this stuff happen.
Ah.
And that's not what this song is about, but I think that was the inspiration for this song.
The seed that planted.
Yeah. And so it was this idea that okay, so during the day you've done these things, you've gone to work, you've vacuumed, you've folded your laundry, those are maybe small unimportant things, and then you go to sleep and then a part of you wakes up in the middle of the night and undoes all that stuff you did.
Right.
But it's in the song it's on a much higher scale.
I'm trying to remember in the lyric, is there examples of what they...
So it's does? It starts out with around town there's been a series of misfortunes.
Right.
That's the first verse.
Yeah.
And so you're what is that about?
Yeah.
And then it gets to the pre-chorus and it says, at every scene there seems to be the same man staring, the same man watching.
Yep.
And then you get to the chorus and it's, at night when your mind is unwound, your body is floating around. So each part, so now we're all the way up to the chorus and you still
don't know what's going on.
Don't have the whole story.
Right.
Then it's the second verse and you get accidents of epic proportions.
Right. Yep.
So then now things are escalating. Then it's the chorus again. So at night when your mind is unwound, your body is floating around. And then it gets to the bridge, which tells the rest of the story where it says, with negative intentions, the world is going down, the world is going down.
Right.
And then you get the outro, which is the chorus again. So you say, at night when my mind is unwound, your body is floating around. And then your waking ambition is weighed out by your sleeping decisions. So when you cram it all back together.
What is the story? Yeah.
The story is, you go to sleep at night and then there's this part of you that's getting up and doing these terrible things that are causing catastrophes and accidents and all this stuff that's destroying the world.
Yep.
Which is the world more the character's world, not the planet Earth. And the entity that comes out at night or whatever you want to say is growing stronger. And it says in the final line, your sleeping decisions are outweighing your conscious ambitions.
Right. You have that, as the author, the story that inspired you to think about this. Mm-hmm. As a listener, if you just hear those lyrics, there's a couple ways you could take it. For example, you could say, well, my bad decisions at night are screwing up my daytime.
Yep.
And it could be another way to think of it is my subconscious mind is always defeating my conscious mind.
Right.
Yeah, which is kind of what you're saying.
Which is, what it kind of is boiling down to.
Right, you're saying it what if my subconscious mind was embodied, or what if my body
manifested itself physically.
Right, or took control of my body or something like that.
Yep.
I think that's probably relatable. That you're being thwarted by yourself all the time. Mm-hmm. Your programming.
Programming, leads you to get
into trouble
or stuck and you can't get out and blame other things, but really it's just your subconscious that's thwarting you.
I can almost visualize like a cartoon where a person goes to sleep and then it's scriggly person gets up, like gets up and starts.
I mean, I don't know. It's sort of like Memento, even.
Sure. Yeah.
Where you like forget what you've done.
Or there's shows out now,
Sure.
20 years later, where people are like, "Oh, I'm asleep and I'm a different person now. I'm at work, and who am I?" Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it all goes back to it's sort of like the Jekyll Hyde thing.
Sure.
The song also, like, it's supposed to be sort of like this, like, almost like a whimsical idea.
The music is definitely more whimsical. So
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's not supposed to be this thing where, like, your subconscious is, like, destroying the world and, like, the world's coming to an end because of all these terrible decisions you make.
Right.
It's supposed to be this thing like, oh, there was a car accident and look, there's this some sort of character standing behind that light post.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, oh, like, there's the same entity at all of these catastrophes that happen.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there he is again. You know what I mean? Like, this is, and I only know this because I just watched this movie.
Okay.
There is a Stephen King book / movie called Needful Things.
I don't know if I know that one.
And this guy, who is the devil, goes to Castle Rock and he opens a shop. And when you go into the shop, he gives you what you think you need. But really, he's taking a piece of your soul.
Oh, no.
And then, like, giving you whatever you need. And then he's using that for people to owe him debts. And then it creates conflict within the town. Like, the one character, she broke this porcelain figure and he just happens to have a replacement for it. And he'll give it to her, but she has to do him a favor, right? And then that favor leads to another person coming to his shop. And then he'll pit those two people against each other. And then they'll, turn into this big catastrophe. Then the whole town blows up and this whole insane stuff happens. But the main character, the sheriff, goes down into the basement of his shop and he pulls out all these newspapers of all these catastrophes throughout history. And this guy is at every single one of them.
Yep.
And I had not seen this movie or read this book prior to writing the song back
and this
in
is a movie. When did this movie come out?
1993.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I probably saw it on TV when I was younger.
Yeah.
But like, I don't remember it. And it was definitely no inspiration, but I just saw the movie last week. Throughout history, he's at all these terrible events.
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like this, like,
spirits
thing you see that's at like all of these like terrible things that happen.
Right.
And it's your, I don't know.
Negative aspect.
Yeah, the negative aspect of you coming out and being at the scene of all these negative events or causing them or watching them. I mean, you don't really want to tell people like, oh, this is exactly what the song is about.
This is how you should feel about it.
Right. I mean, you can perceive the song however you want. Like, I mean, if you approach it at like a real negative way, you'd be like, oh, like this is about like all the terrible things happening in the world, and like the world is
going down.
If you listen to the, like the world is going down and then you apply that backwards.
Right.
Yeah, it's a much different meaning to the song.
Yeah.
So that's the story behind An Exercise in Futility.
So comment below and let us know what you think the song is about.